The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
DJ Shark, 43 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Tackled by Brian Burns. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set up for defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Bolden. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. James Washington, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught, left side, Bolden. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this one caught by Max Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is good and complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Tua sets up to pass it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That is incomplete.
A little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Fournette. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gardner. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The ball, good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
No, not today.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Bolden. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 7,
DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
32-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, New Orleans! John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Slings this deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is the tight end fan. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally brought down at the 38. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Complete to James Washington. 29 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Point is good.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Gardner. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line.
They get him off to their big tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant. The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try to make the tackle on the big guy.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's going in. Complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs Moss with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a...
Now he's strapped. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9.